This means that each individual member of staff is responsible for cleaning up after each small task. The reason being that by cleaning often, food debris and pathogenic bacteria do not build up to a level that will affect food safety. You're removing the hazard before it becomes a problem. As the manager, it's your role to train and make sure that clean as you go is happening. The two phrases most often used are, if you made the mess, you clean it up, and do not presume that someone else will clean up after you.
This process involves removing food debris and then wiping down with a spray sanitizer. Remember to remove and store any food still out in prep. This little and often cleaning process is very effective, particularly when changing tasks to avoid cross-contamination.
Clean as you go is a great method for areas such as preparation areas. However, it will not be effective for cleaning anything needing more than a quick spray and wipe. You still need to have a documented cleaning schedule for the majority of cleaning tasks. We will detail the 5-step cleaning method later in this chapter.
In all likelihood, the one area of the kitchen you will use and clean the most in an average day are the preparation areas and tables. Considering the types of food products, raw, fresh, TCS, ready to eat, cooked, that will all be on the preparation table in a day. Staff need to understand the basic concept of clean as you go and how to clean and sanitize the work surfaces.
This is an ideal training situation. Have various members of staff demonstrate how they clean it. Everyone needs to know the correct procedures. Protect the food from contamination. Move it away from the area to be cleaned. Remove any loose dirt and food debris, and wash the surface with a hot water and a detergent, using a cloth, brush, or scrub pad.
Rinse off the detergent with hot water and a clean cloth. Use a chemical sanitizer following the manufacturer's instructions. Don't forget the contact time. And finally, leave to air dry.
3-compartment sinks are another well-used feature of any kitchen. In general, they're designed for bulkier items that will not fit into a dishwasher. For example, pots, pans, cooking trays, etc.
Again, this is an ideal training situation. Have various members of the staff demonstrate how they clean a pan in the sink using the 5-step cleaning method. Everyone needs to know the correct procedures.
Pre-scrape. Remove loose and heavy food waste. For example, scrape plates and cutting boards, and soak pans if heavily soiled.
Wash. In the first sink, wash with hot water and detergent. Use cloth towels, brushes, or nylon scrub pads. Remember PPE equipment such as gloves. Change the water and the detergent when it becomes dirty.
Rinse. In the second sink, remove any traces of detergent and food particles with clean, hot water. Ideally, use a spray tap and rinse the item. Alternatively, dip them in the water. Change the water when it becomes dirty or full of suds.
Sanitize. In the third sink, use a chemical sanitizer. Make sure the sanitizer is at the correct concentration. Use a test kit. And make sure to follow the manufacturer's suggestion for the correct contact time. Never rinse with water after sanitizing. A good idea is to have a clock with a second hand close by so they can correctly time the sanitizing process.
Air dry. Items need to dry naturally in the air. Place them upside down to drain quicker, and make sure they're dried on a clean and sanitized surface. Never use drying cloths or paper towels, as they can potentially cross-contaminate.
Dish machines are yet another well-used feature of any kitchen. In general, they're designed for tableware, silverware, utensils. They are a fast, convenient, and effective way of cleaning and sanitizing using either hot water or a chemical sanitizing solution.
The two types of machines are high temp and low temp. High temp machines. As the name suggests, they use very hot water to clean and sanitize. The final sanitizing rinse will be at 180 degrees Fahrenheit. If you have or purchased one of these types, they must have a built-in thermometer to check water temperatures.
Chemical sanitizing machines, also known as low-temp machines. Again, as the name suggests, they use chemical sanitizing solution and are designed to run at a lower temperature.
Maintaining a dishwasher is also important, as you need to make sure it operates properly and does its job. Clean the machine once a day, clearing spray nozzles and food traps of food debris. Fill tanks with clean water and make sure the detergent and sanitizing tanks are filled.
Before putting plates, bowls, etc. into the rack, scrape and remove any large items of food debris and waste. Pre-soak items with dried-on food. And when loading, make sure the correct rack is used. And make sure items are stacked so the water spray can reach all surfaces. Never overload a rack. Once cleaned, all the items should be left to air dry. Again, never use a cloth or a towel.
Depending on the type of dishwasher you have, fill the tanks with clean water and make sure detergent and sanitizer dispensers are full. On a regular basis, use a delimer to remove mineral deposits if needed. And finally, regularly check water temperatures and pressure. Make sure that staff know to inform you if they see any potential problems with the machine.
Some equipment is too heavy to move and is better cleaned where it is situated. A meat grinder or a slicer are good examples. As discussed in the last chapter, they can be sharp and dangerous pieces of equipment, and staff must be trained in how to safely dismantle and clean.
Typical steps for cleaning and sanitizing this type of equipment include: remove or scrape any visible food from the surfaces. Detach all removable parts so they can be cleaned, rinsed, and sanitized. Usually this will be items such as the cutting blades. Clean down equipment surfaces following the manufacturer's instructions. This should tell staff what cleaning tools to use and the type of sanitizer if needed.
Rinse equipment surfaces with clean water. Sanitize all food contact surfaces of the equipment. Leave to air dry.
Some equipment is designed to have cleaning and sanitizing solutions pumped through their systems. A typical example would be a soft serve machine. Staff must follow the manufacturer's cleaning instructions. We have included some typical front-of-house cleaning techniques. The staff and servers at front of house will probably not be involved in cleaning within the kitchen. As a result, you need to ensure that they are trained in the proper techniques. Hopefully, you'll see that most front-of-house food safety is common sense and is all about reducing the risk of cross-contamination. It's just as important in front of house as it is in back of house. The first thing to talk about is tables.
Start by removing any item such as salt, pepper, and condiments from the table before cleaning and sanitizing. This is to avoid accidental chemical cross-contamination from the cleaning agents. Remove all food debris, clean thoroughly, and sanitize. Remember to check chairs for food debris.
Check the condiments before staff put them back on the table. Just think how many customers have touched the bottle of ketchup in a day. If staff think the bottle has been cross-contaminated, just replace it with a new one and thoroughly clean the original condiments. If you use laminated menus, make sure staff clean them at the same time. Just think how many customers may have touched that menu in a day. Workstations are similar to a table. Just think how much food debris and fresh meals are placed at workstations. If you have workstations in your business, make sure staff regularly clean them. Finally, do not presume somebody else will do the cleaning. It's good practice to instruct staff to clean the tables and workstations that they are looking after. Remember, clean as you go.
The counter of a bar may not be an area that you would automatically think can be a danger area. However, you may prepare drink garnishes such as a lime, lemon, or apple, and they are considered to be a food product. You may also serve fries, sandwiches, or burgers at the bar. If any of the above happens at your bar counter, you need to classify this as a food contact surface, and staff must clean the area as you would in any other part of the business.
There There's been a big increase in the number of restaurants that use tablets and electronic ordering systems for taking customers' orders. Just think how many times in a day someone touches the screen. How high is the risk of cross-contamination? In a recent survey, tests proved that some tablets had more pathogenic bacteria on the screen than found on a toilet seat. If staff are cleaning a table and maybe the menu, why not just clean the tablet at the same time? Tablets are a perfect vehicle of contamination if not cleaned regularly.
The final point on front of house is dealing with food spills. Many times during the day, staff will be cleaning food spills from tables. The use of a wiping cloth and a pre-mixed dual-purpose cleaner and sanitizer is a great method designed for food spills that can be cleaned quickly and easily, especially at busy service times. However, this practice does not replace the proper cleaning and sanitizing of food contact surfaces. It is recommended that staff do a thorough cleaning at the end of their shift or when it's quiet. As the manager, add it to your cleaning schedule.
Okay, so who in your operation are you going to promote to this role? Unfortunately, people do get sick, and a vomiting or diarrhea incident either back or front of house is both unpleasant and, from a food safety perspective, a hazard that needs to be quickly dealt with. Most humans can carry a wide variety of pathogens and viruses, such as norovirus, which is extremely contagious.
The cleaning procedure should include: the area needs to be off limits to all staff and customers. If it is on or near food preparation areas, food production should also stop. The staff member cleaning the area should wear disposable gloves, use paper towels, and a trash can liner to remove the bulk of the substance. The area should then be cleaned with hot water and detergent, rinsed with hot water, and then sanitize. We suggest sanitizing walls and floors if needed, basically anywhere that may have come into contact with the substance. Take extra care to check around the area to make sure it has all been dealt with. Dispose of the gloves and the trash liner straight into the outside waste bins. A thorough hand washing must happen before the staff member is allowed back into the food production or service areas. Best practice is to have the member of the staff change into new hat, chef coat, apron, etc.
We've talked about food contact surfaces and the importance of sanitizing to reduce pathogenic bacteria. There are many areas that are called non-food contact surface that still need cleaning. However, they do not need sanitizing. These surfaces need to be added to your cleaning schedule, as their cleaning will help reduce dirt, dust, food residue, and grease from the operation. It will also reduce the risks of bacterial growth and reduce pest problems. Non-food contact areas include ceilings, walls, floors.
Once you have cleaned and sanitized items such as tableware, utensils, and other equipment, you need to protect them from the risk of contamination. Clean and sanitize any shelves or drawers you used for storage. Trays and carts that carry clean utensils and tableware should be cleaned and sanitized on a daily basis. Store utensils and tableware at least 6 inches from the floor, ideally as high as possible but still accessible. Store cups and glasses upside down, and store flatware and utensils with the handles facing upwards. Remember, staff must not touch the food contact surfaces.